Alright everyone, if I'm keeping my videos a little bit on the short side today, it's, I've got stuff to do for the 4th. Trust me, it's collards time, definitely. Collards being number one on my plate this year, along with, feasting on everything else. And also, I know probably a lot of you are going to be doing things, which means you're probably not on YouTube as much anyway. You got to go hang out and scarf down burgers or whatever. But I just thought it was important to clarify something, just in case anyone was wondering. I'm pledging to never take channel memberships, which is a new monetization feature on YouTube. I have decided, though, there's a good chance I'll be using the Teespring partnership YouTube's doing now for merchandising, because I'm selling mugs anyway, and I believe they do mugs. So that would be easy. It'd be tied right into YouTube. Some people have wanted stickers, they can stick them places, or pins. I'm not so much into doing the whole clothing line thing. I'm not really big into merchandise, but it's definitely superior in an ethical sense, in my opinion, specifically because someone's getting something tangible in response. It's not just, hey, I'm watching ads on your channel, you're getting a cut of the money. YouTube, I think, takes most of it, and then basically I get inconvenienced. It's not like that. I'd be a hypocrite for taking ad revenue since I use ad blocker. But as far as channel memberships go, here's my reading of it. Essentially what it is, and some people don't, I think, know that this is actually something that they're rolling out platform-wide. For larger users, I think 100,000 subscribers and up, you can now have this thing, assuming you don't have any strikes on your account, whereby you can enable a new form of monetization where people can pay basically for a super subscription. They would pay, I believe it's $4.99 a month for channel membership, and what that would give them is they would have a badge when they're commenting or whatever. They jump to the head of the line on comments and stuff, and they get special emojis or something like that. And it's, it's kind of funny, and I don't really have a problem with people doing that, but on my specific kind of channel, where it's basically free speech zone number one on fucking YouTube, and it's just chaos all the time, why would I want to reward people who are able to pay more? What if someone, they're a super fan, but they're not wealthy? And they're well, $4.99 a month, well, I can either eat or I can pay this. Well, then you should definitely eat, number one, but then you're going to feel left out because you're just as big a fan as someone who can pay the $4.99. I don't feel, as someone who's been basically completely broke and wanted to support creators but wasn't able to at the time, yeah, I would have felt pretty bad. So I'm never going to enable that. Again, I don't have a problem with it per se, but if your channel is basically, Liberty Central or something, it doesn't make any sense to take that specific kind of revenue. It makes more sense to simply have the Patreon thing going on, where it's if you can pay if you want to, and then you can buy books. That's to say, you can buy merchandise. Branching out, though, having a hat or a pin or something, at least you're getting something physical in return for your actual investment. It's not simply ads or channel memberships. It's $4.99 a month for special emojis. Okay, no thanks. I probably wouldn't pay that. I'd be more likely, some people use Streamlabs and stuff like that, and it's you can, pay a small fee and you can have your comment appear. That's cool. Super Chat, honestly, there have been times where I did want to use Super Chats just to say something really witty at the time, but I can't get it to work. There's no actual way for me to, I can't get it to load most of the time, and it just glitches out. So I'm not sure. I might have a problem on my browser. Maybe it's ad blocking related. I'm not 100% sure, but it's a slightly glitchy system, but it's one that's kind of fun. But yeah, merchandise maybe, but channel memberships no. I'm not comfortable with it. I put that down with ad revenue as far as things that I wouldn't use for income related purposes. It just doesn't make any sense. Yes, I believe in total unfettered, unregulated free speech, but if you pay, no, I don't think, honestly, I should conduct a poll. Would you lose respect for me if I took channel memberships? I think more than half of you would probably say yes. So I'm going to bow before the will of the people on that one, and also my own will, because it's I'm looking at it, I'm thinking to myself, it's just kind of funny. And I think for a handful of channels, they had enabled it early. They were doing basically a beta test or something. And I saw it going on, and I'm well, it's kind of cool. But the other thing is, it might end up being a flash in the pan for people's income anyway. They're wow, I'll get channel memberships. I'll have, 10 people are doing this, and I'm making, that extra, $50 a month. YouTube probably takes most of it, but I'm making a little bit of money, and then I can get the new webcam or something. I think what they're going to find is that a lot of people find that they don't use it that often, and also it's only going to be the core of your core fans that even consider it in the first place, because they probably have 5 or 6 channels that they really like. So you've got to be like their number 1 or 2 creator, because who's going to have like, oh yeah, I'm paying $50 a month in order to ship post on a half a dozen YouTube pages. Effectively, and I think there'll probably be end up being different tiers of this. Like they'll probably have like the ultimate super fan tier. Ultimate super fan tier is then your posts are automatically top comment. Like even the person can't pin their own comments anymore and stuff like that. I just think that it's a little odd. It's a good idea. It makes sense to offer the service, but it wouldn't make sense for certain creators to actually enable it. And now also, I'm not 100% sure you can do that without taking ad revenue, because it's part of the monetization thing in the new Creator Studio beta. Do you have to enable ads in order to also use this other monetization, or do you simply have to enable monetization but you can keep ads off anyway and it doesn't matter? Because if it's the latter, like there are certain people out there that probably would use this but they don't like ads, or maybe they want just one or the other, and now they're like, well, I have to have all of these things enabled at once, and it doesn't make any sense. So, yeah, you might soon be able to buy, not a plushie, but maybe a pin or something, but you won't be able to buy your way into top comment status. I have to pin your comment or like it or something, or it has to be a meritocratic, and a lot of people, they liked it, and then it'll be on there. Otherwise, yeah, tough luck. That's about all. Peace out.